Ever feel like you're juggling a million things at once and you just wish you had like a clearer picture of what was actually going on?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially for businesses trying to wrangle these really complex supply chains these days, it's a huge challenge.
Right. It's like trying to conduct an orchestra with a blindfold on, and you can only hear like half the instruments. And that's where I think the whole idea of digital twins comes in.
Definitely.
It's kind of a mind-bending concept when you really think about it. Having essentially a virtual replica
A virtual replica.
of your entire supply chain, every single thing, every warehouse, shipment, even down to individual suppliers, all mirrored in this digital space. It's wild.
It really is. And the thing is, it's not just a static map or a snapshot in time. It's dynamic. So it's
Mhm.
like this living, breathing model that's constantly being updated with real-time information from the actual physical supply chain.
Okay, so hold on. It's more than just like the super detailed Google Maps, right?
Yeah.
It actually changes and adapts as things happen in the real world.
Exactly. Imagine, let's say a shipment gets delayed because of, I don't know, a storm or something. The digital twin would immediately reflect that delay, and you would be able to see those ripple effects across your entire operation.
Wow.
Right. So you could see, oh, this delay is going to affect our inventory levels in this other location. And then you can proactively reroute shipments, maybe adjust production schedules. You can actually get ahead of the problem instead of just reacting to it after the fact.
Which, let's face it, has been a lifesaver for a lot of companies, especially with all the disruptions everyone's been dealing with. I know I was reading that businesses that are using digital twins are already seeing a real difference, like a huge drop in those supply chain interruptions, even just this year.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that ability to anticipate problems, to be able to mitigate those disruptions, that's a big deal. That's a huge part of what's driving the adoption of this technology.
So it's not just about putting out fires, it's about becoming more kind of resilient and proactive, right? So how else are companies using these digital twins? It sounds like the potential goes way beyond just like crisis management.
Oh, for sure. Let me give you an example. Think about a food distributor, right?
Hmm.
They could use a digital twin to monitor a shipment of avocados, let's say, all the way from the farm to the grocery store.
Hmm.
And they can see the temperature of the truck in real time, making sure those avocados are ripening perfectly along the way.
Okay, so less food waste. Everything arrives at peak freshness.
Exactly. Or let's say you're a manufacturer and there's, I don't know, rumors of a potential supplier strike. With a digital twin, you could actually simulate the impact of that strike before it even happens,
Oh, wow.
right? You could explore alternative suppliers, you can develop backup plans. You're not caught off guard.
That kind of foresight would be invaluable for any business leader, really. No more sleepless nights worrying about the what ifs. So we've got the visibility, the real time decision making, the scenario planning. What about efficiency? Because it seems like that has to factor in somewhere too.
Well, that's where digital twins get really interesting. I mean, they can process massive amounts of data and they can pinpoint bottlenecks in the system. You can streamline processes. You can optimize, well, everything really. Inventory management, delivery routes, you name it.
It's like having a team of like super efficient consultants working around the clock,
Right.
but without, the expensive hourly rates.
Exactly. And the most exciting thing is that this is really just the beginning. As technologies like AI and the Internet of Things get more and more integrated with digital twins, the possibilities are just going to keep growing.
It's pretty incredible to think about the potential. And not just in the business world either. Imagine the applications in healthcare. A digital twin of your heart to help doctors personalize your treatment plan. Or in city planning, optimizing traffic flow and energy consumption.
It's exciting to think about. We're really talking about the ability to model, analyze, and ultimately optimize these really complex systems that impact all of us.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this and feeling a little overwhelmed by, well, everything going on in the world today, just remember the power of a digital twin. It might sound like science fiction, but this technology is here right now and it's already changing how we do business. The real question is, how are you going to harness its potential?